From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. Ontario Premier Doug Ford's Progressive Conservatives won't have long to sit back and bask in the glow of winning a third majority with an imminent tariff threat just around the corner.
The Tories won Ontario's snap provincial election Thursday, with Ford speaking about the need to fight U.S. President Donald Trump's proposed tariffs at nearly every turn on the campaign trail. Just days later, those threats may become reality, as Trump has said 25% tariffs on Canadian goods will be imposed starting Tuesday. The Progressive Conservative seat count is largely unchanged, while the NDP will once again form the official opposition, though with a reduced seat count, and the Liberals have regained official party status. David Bowles, The Canadian Press.
Get your tissues and allergy medicines ready if you live in southwestern BC, where an expert is predicting an intense pollen season is on the way. Daniel Coates heads up aerobiology research labs, and he says colder than usual temperatures in January and February delayed the start of pollen season in areas like Vancouver and Victoria. But with the weather improving, Coates says local residents are going to see quite high levels of cedar pollen starting this weekend. Health officials say Ontario is experiencing its largest measles outbreak in almost 30 years. 78 new measles cases have been identified over the course of 2 weeks. The new cases bring Ontario's total this year to just over 140, surpassing the 101 infections recorded in the province between 2013 and 2023. Public Health Ontario says it's the largest outbreak the province has seen since measles were considered eliminated in Canada back in 1998. Out east now, where days after taking up the reins in PEI, Premier Rob Lance made some minor moves with his cabinet. 2 Progressive Conservative members of the legislature were given new ministerial responsibilities during a ceremony at Government House yesterday. Here's Clerk to the Executive Council, Jamie Aiken.
Honourable Darlene Compton, Minister of Economic Development, Innovation and Trade. Robin Croucher, Minister of Education and Early Years.
Meanwhile, Corey Deagle left the cabinet after serving in various roles since 2022. U.S. President Donald Trump's intelligence chief is raising a red flag on privacy issues brewing between Apple and the U.K. Reporter Perry Russum has more.
Just last week, Apple said it would stop offering an optional security feature in the U.K. called Advanced Data Protection. That feature blocks Apple from unlocking your data. But the U.K. may want Apple to go further in providing data access, presumably for national security or law enforcement. Here at home, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard forming a legal response, saying this would be a clear and egregious violation of Americans' privacy and civil liberties.
Gabbard noted that existing agreements between the two nations prohibit either country from demanding cloud data about citizens or residents of the other. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, a surging squad from Anaheim beat the Vancouver Canucks 5-2, the Ducks capturing their 5th consecutive home victory. Elsewhere around the NHL, the league-leading Winnipeg Jets saw their franchise record 11-game winning streak snapped by the Predators in Nashville to win the final. The Florida Panthers topped the Edmonton Oilers 4-3 in a Cup final rematch. The Calgary Flames beat the Washington Capitals 3-1, and Cole Caulfield's overtime goal propelled the Montreal Canadiens to a 4-3 win over the visiting San Jose Sharks. Canada's Denis Shapovalov advanced to the semi-final of the Mexican Open with a 3-set win over Marcus Giron of the United States. Now, the 9th-seeded Shapovalov from Richmond Hill, Ontario, awaits the winner of a quarterfinal between 19-year-old Mexican Rodrigo Pacheco Mendez and Spaniard Alejandro Davidovich Fokina. And finally, over in the NBA, the Golden State Warriors, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Dallas Mavericks, the New Orleans Pelicans, and the LA Lakers all finding the win column. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.